Well, happy Father's Day, everybody. I'm here with a few incredible dads. And we actually even went miniature golfing together the other day, but we came back onto Zoom to capture our conversation again and be sure that we've got it. So, dads, welcome. Thanks for coming. And why don't we take a second to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm John. I've got two daughters. They're in their 40s. Jessica, also known as Jay Pez, and Rachel.
And I'm Dave, and I have four daughters. Sarah's the oldest at 32, Ann is 30, Carrie's 27, and Amy is 22 years old.
Mike, I have three kids. I have a 14-year-old, a soon-to-be 13-year-old, and an 11-year-old in our family.
My name's Darren, and we have a 1-year-old tomorrow. Tomorrow is her first birthday. We just have the one, so.
My name is Chris, and I am not a father yet. Going to be a father in just a few weeks from now. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to learning a lot from these experienced and very recent fathers here. I have a couple of questions, or just a few. The first question I had was, what do you miss most about when your kids were little?
Well, I could jump in. I miss things, some of the traditions we had when the kids were little, like Thanksgiving morning, Phyllis would be cooking. When they were like even 3-4 years old, because they liked helping in the kitchen, but I would get them out of the kitchen. We'd go to a park, and we called it feeding the ducks, and we did that kind of thing. I miss Christmas Eve. I would read the Christmas story after church. I know at Easter, we would be coloring Easter eggs. They'd be standing up at the counter. I miss some of those family traditions that we did.
And I think for me, probably when the kids were little, it stretched out over a fair amount of time, but probably the nighttime, putting them to sleep each night. I can remember vividly that each one we'd have different stories, read different books, and it would carry on for a long time. And they would ask me lots of questions, and after a while they'd drift off to sleep. But I think I remember night times the most.
I think I miss all of the firsts, like the first time that they're learning how to ride a bike, their first time skiing, all the things you get to do when they're little like that. And there's just that sense of awe and wonder just with everything that's new. As you get older, you lose a little bit of that. So when they're little, just all those firsts are definitely something that I miss at this point.
We have a really smiley baby. In fact, and she has a really conspicuous laugh, like a villain from a cartoon show would have. It's so funny. But I mean, in only a year, we only have so much to go by, but it's been a really good year.
Cool. Yeah, those are good answers. Thanks. I'm also interested in what was most challenging about becoming a dad?
I think some of the challenges were really, for me at least, other people are probably really good at this, but balancing kind of, when to have limits and, really follow up on them, and when to just let it go and go, kids will be kids. You did a lot worse yourself, so let that one go. The balance in there, that was kind of a challenge.
Right. I think it's just learning to operate as a team, and also learning how to live with a lot less sleep.
I thought the biggest challenge were those first 2 months with a newborn, because they don't do a whole lot, and they kind of eat, sleep, and poop. And as a dad, you're kind of like, how can I help out with this? So those first 2 months were always challenging for me. Once they were more interactive, or, especially when they're toddlers and could play, that felt easier. But those first 2 months were challenging, especially with the first.
Dave, this kind of goes to actually the next question I was interested in. What is, like, looking back on your experiences, what has been your proudest moment as a father?
I'd say for our oldest daughter, Sarah, it was to see her do really well at something that she excelled in well in high school. to watch, her grow into something. Same thing with Anne. She was really into singing, and as she sang, and the better she became, just to see her blossom and become so good at that.
I think my proudest moments were just hearing other people compliment my kids. When you hear their teachers or their their different adults in their life compliment their work ethic or their character, or just them being friendly. Those are always my proud moments, hearing from other people what our kids do and the great things that they do. Because we all know that sometimes at home, we don't always see the best sides of everybody. So it's when they go to school and other places, they can turn it on and show the world what they can do.
I would also say for me, the kids, I was always proud of them. When I would go to school conferences, they would talk about, Rachel and Jessica were very kind, always compassionate, always helping kids out. And I mean, I was always proud of them.
Yeah, so Amaya just started almost like she's walking, but she's not walking 100% of the time, but she's taking steps. After she takes whatever steps, whether she makes it to where she's going or if she falls down, she always looks at me or Bree with a big smile, and she just starts like clapping for herself. And so we're all there clapping for her too. And just to see that, like, not only is she learning to do something, but she recognizes that it's a big deal and she's proud of herself.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you, everybody. And Chris, we're so excited for you and Ann. You're going to be a dad in just a few short weeks. Thank you to all of these dads, my husband, Mike, father to my children, and my dad, John. Thank you, and happy Father's Day to all of you and all of you dads at Crossroads Church and watching the Family Cast. We hope you have a great, great weekend.
Yeah. Happy Father's Day, everyone.
Yeah, happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Father's
Same to all you
Day.
guys. Mm-hmm.